Techno update. Subscribe now.
Vivo has launched a brand new selfie-centric smartphone called the V7 Plus, which succeeds the V5 Plus. Review. The company has done away with a secondary front camera in favor of a single one with a higher resolution. However, Vivo has gone beyond just the front camera, adding an 18:9 display to keep up with today's trends. Vivo V7 Plus design and build quality. The phone is built well and is slim and light. With a depth of just 7.7 mm, it's comfortable enough to carry around in your pocket and the ergonomics are good, so it's easy to grip. It has a plastic back, although it does look like metal from afar. The fit and finish is nice, and Vivo has added some chrome accents around the top and bottom edges of the phone to give it some aesthetic appeal. The 3.5 mm headphone socket, micro USB port and a speaker grill are all on the bottom. On the left, we have the SIM tray, which can accommodate 2 nano SIM cards and a microSD card. Micro SD support goes up to 256 GB and is a welcome feature since this phone's predecessor lacked expandable storage. The volume and power buttons are placed to the right and line up well with your fingers during regular usage. The only thing we're not too happy about is the older micro USB connector rather than a newer Type-C port. Vivo V7 Plus specifications and features. The V7 Plus uses the top-end variant in Qualcomm's 400 series, the Snapdragon 450, which uses 8 ARM Cortex-A53 CPU cores and Qualcomm's own Adreno 506 GPU. Performance is slightly better than the rest of the 400 series as the SoC handles multitasking and games pretty well. It's not as quick as, say, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 625, which is often seen in phones at this price point, but it's no slouch either. We managed to get 56,637 points in Antutu and 33 FPS in GFSPench. The phone also gets 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage, which is good. Other specifications include dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2, USB OTG, and FM radio. NFC isn't present, but you do get a gyroscope, along with the standard variety of sensors. Vivo V7 Plus performance, camera and battery life. General performance is pretty good despite the low-ranking SoC, and we didn't face any performance issues with regular use. The interface operates smoothly and multitasking is also handled very well. We didn't have any trouble with overheating here, even when gaming. The dialer app is pretty standard and there isn't a native video calling option, but it does have a built-in call recorder. The Vivo V series is all about that front camera, and the company has bumped it up with a 24-megapixel sensor. The aperture is f/2.0 and you get a bunch of beauty modes for selfies and even for video calls. Despite removing the secondary sensor for depth sensing, you still get a portrait mode, which adds a pseudo bokeh effect to your selfies, however the depth can't be adjusted. The quality of selfies is pretty good in most lighting conditions. The sensor picks up a good amount of detail, although skin tones aren't too accurate. Video recording maxes out at 1080p, and while the quality is good, the lack of any stabilization introduces a lot of jerks if you move about. It even has a live photo mode, with an icon that is exactly the same as on the iPhone. Auto HDR comes in handy when shooting in brightly lit conditions, and you get shooting modes such as professional, slow motion, panorama, ultra HD and time-lapse. Battery life is good, and the 3225 mAh battery will last you a little over a day with regular use. This phone doesn't support fast charging, but a bundled adapter will charge the V7 Plus from 0 to about 50% in an hour. In our video loop test, we managed to get about 12 hours and 4 minutes, which is good.